Makeup! What's my motivation? Action.
Things just aren't the way they used to be. Homes in suburban environments are popping up every which way. Each house looks identical to that of its neighbor. Large corporations and chains of businesses seem to be taking over. Meanwhile, a few family-owned businesses not only exist, some even thrive. In the farm zones of Watsonville sits this wonderful family-owned place called Gizdich Ranch that specializes in award-winning apple juice and so much more. To learn more about the ranch, we spoke to the owner himself, Mr. Vince Gizdich. How did the Gizdich Ranch come to be?
Well, we made the first purchase of the 10-acre parcel in 1937 by my grandparents did. And then it was during the 60s that my parents developed the farm into a on-the-farm situation where folks could come.
How many varieties of apples do you grow?
At this time we have 14 varieties in production. You know, don't ask me to repeat them all because I probably won't get them.
So can you explain the process of actually making the juice?
It has to do with 2 foot by 2 foot rack and using a 4x4 Dacron cloth. The apples are ground in a hammer mill to the consistency of what you might like to see your applesauce at. That pulp is placed into the middle of this frame, and the 4 corners of that Dacron cloth then are placed into the center, forming this pillow of pulp. And that process is repeated 7 times. And at that point, it's then pulled underneath a press, and it has about an 1,800 pound capacity, and then out comes the juice. From there, it's bottled, and it's immediately placed into our refrigerator.
Has the ranch baked pies as long as they've been making juice? Has it always gone hand in hand?
Yeah, Staci, we started making pies about 22 years ago, and my mom, being a great baker that she is, you know, thought, well, let's make pies. And that is what my dad's parents did when they were in Oakland before they bought the ranch. They operated a bakery. So it's kind of in our blood in a way, and so to have a bakery and to have all these wonderful fruits available just seemed like the natural thing to do. It's the next best thing you can get to making one in your own home. And all our ingredients are natural. All our product is made right here. Being as we're such a small business and we market our fruit locally, we can let our fruit ripen longer. We have 3 small trucks, and we ship as far south as Carmel and as far north as Berkeley. Unlike some of these other large farms that ship across America, they have to pick their fruit so it's less mature because they need more days in the truck, more days at the dock, more days in the store. So as a result, their fruit may not be as flavorful as a small local farm, something that you might get at your local farmer's market.
Do you use pesticides? Or?
Yes, we do. This is called pheromone, and this helps to eliminate 3 insecticidal sprays that we used to apply in the old days. It emits the scent of a female moth. And so the male thinks the female is here, you know, and he can't really see her, but he smells her. And he will spend all his time searching for this female, and he never hooks up with the real female. So they get out of cycle. The female moth doesn't become impregnated, and there's no eggs to lay. We haven't really modernized We still use a lot of old techniques in our methods, and I like that. I'm not a real high-tech kind of guy, and the people who come here seem to really appreciate that. It's kind of a simpler pace. It's what we do here.
We hear that you permit school trips here. Can you tell us about the activities that the children do or specific tours that they go on?
We're really happy to announce that we do give school tours here at our farm. And it gives the children a chance to see what actually goes on at a real farm. A lot of kids only see the produce in a grocery store or at the farmer's market. They have no idea what it looks like when it's on the tree. So when they come to the farm, we take them out in the orchard. They get to pick a few apples. They get to go in, see the juicing operation. But it gives them a little closer feel to where their food comes from.
So how rare would you consider places like the Gizdich Ranch to be? And did there used to be more in Watsonville when this ranch originated?
Staci, without a doubt. As you know, the small farms are shrinking. A perfect example of that would be our Santa Clara Valley. Urban sprawl is happening. We do have a fear that it's going to occur here in our county as well. We're seeing it develop at a small scale, but it is kind of a rarity today to find a little farm like this, to come out to it, enjoy yourself, enjoy what they have to offer. The nicest people come up to me and say, "Vince, I'm so glad you have these old chairs out here in the picnic area." And they'll come and sit in the chairs. They'll give one of those mile-long stares at these beautiful foothills behind us. You know, they get to smell the different smells of a farm, and it's usually much quieter than it is in a rumbling city. And I think one of the things that we really like the people to realize is that these small farms are so very important. We don't want to rely on another country ever for our food source. We want to keep our small farms viable here in America, of course, along with our large farms too. But we want the children to know how important it is and how important it is for us as Americans to grow our own food.
What is your particular favorite apple dish?
You know, I can remember this wonderful apple strudel that my grandmother used to make, you know, for special occasions, holidays, that's probably my favorite apple dish, is a good old-fashioned apple strudel.
I love apple strudels too. Let's go eat some apples.
Let's go.
In a time when your nearest Walmart or Target may not even be one city away, it is truly heartwarming to know that nostalgic places like Gizdich Ranch can not only survive, but prosper.